Oscar BEVIS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at Hennessy Sports Show at York Hall, joined by the man himself, Mr. Michael Hennessy Jr. I'll start by saying that it should have been a shutout points victory really. 60-55 on the cards in the end, but away from that, are you happy with how it all went in the performance?
Yeah, I'm very happy with the performance. I thought I boxed very well, didn't get hit that much. I got a headbutt in the first round, that's why this has came up, but apart from that, I didn't get hit too much. And I'm happy with the performance. I thought with any lesser opponent, I'd have got him out of there. This is definitely, without a doubt, the fittest I've been, but yeah, he was a very tough man to say the least. He's a soldier outside the ring, and they're bred.
He's a soldier?
He's a soldier,
oh, right, okay.
Hungarian soldier, so they're bred tough, aren't they? So yeah, overall happy with the performance.
I just heard your dad say that the way he wants to sort of send you is that he's not going to put a tomato can in front of you. You don't need to just go in and blast someone out and get a knockout on the record. If you're going to sort of build a record, it's going to be by fighting credible people and sort of moving up gradually. I suppose that's sort of how you'd want it in terms of that would make you progress more.
Of course, although I wouldn't mind a little soft touch every now and then. No, I'm messing. No, fighting the guys I'm fighting, these tough guys, it's only going to benefit me for the future when I do eventually step up for titles and stuff. I'm not going to be one of these guys who fights tomato cans and builds up a record and then gets blasted out when he steps up.
Do you think that'll be something that will hang over you, the stoppage thing?
Sorry?
The stoppage, like not having a stoppage, is that something that will hang over you? Or?
No, definitely not. I know.
Does it not bother you anything?
It doesn't bother me. No, I know I have power, but I also know I'm going to be maturing a lot. Although I'm 20, I'm very immature for my age. I've got a lot of filling out to do. I feel like I'll go up 1 or 2 weights without a doubt in the next couple of years. So yeah, all the knockouts will come with time. Just until then, I'm going to be working on the boxing side of my boxing ability.
You said you're a young boy, you turned 20 yesterday, was it?
Yes, 20.
So you spent your 20th birthday weighing in?
Yes.
Yeah, not
ideal.
Not your usual 20th birthday, but yeah, you can go and celebrate now, a bit of fun.
Of course.
Any plans for tonight?
Yeah, I'm going. I had a big support here tonight, I don't know if you saw, but
yeah, massive support.
I'm going to go out, enjoy myself with all my friends and family, and have a double celebration for the birthday and the win tonight.
Good man. In terms of your career, you've been a pro since, when was your debut? Was it April time, May time?
Yeah.
So obviously in space at that time, 6 months you've had 4 fights. I take it that's you for the year now?
Yes, that's me for the year as far as I'm scheduled. I haven't got any more scheduled, but I'll be in the gym Monday because you never know what comes up in this boxing game. I learned that very early on in my pro career when the Saudi Arabia fight came up. I just got back from the night out with my mates because I wasn't scheduled to box for another 10 weeks, but then I got home, the next morning my dad said, "Oh, you're fighting in Saudi Arabia and Amir Khan's on the card in 3 weeks time." So I was like, okay, this is going to be, I need to get straight on it. But yeah, I definitely learned a lot from that experience, and I'll be staying ready even if there is no fight until the new year.
How do you assess these first 6 months as a pro?
Yeah, it's been a big learning 6 months. I haven't had easy fights, I've been matched very tough. Fighting the undefeated 4-0 Afghan out in Saudi Arabia. That man tonight was a tough man, tough customer. Alistair Warren, in only my 3rd fight, 19 years old, plus giving half a stone away to him. They're not easy fights, and yeah, I've learned a hell of a lot in the pro game. About how I should be boxing. I'd say in my first couple of fights, I was holding my feet a little bit too much. Although I'd still do that a little bit, I've got a lot better. And it's all about not getting hit because they're little gloves and they hurt. So and you're in there with full-grown men.
Does a lot of your success also sort of ride along with your dad's success? Because obviously if he's putting on top quality shows with people like Alex at the top of the bill, etc., there's a good chance for you to get on the undercard, get some exposure. So does it sort of your journey now sort of ride together between you and your dad? Of
course, yeah. I'm very privileged to be able to box on the undercards of such big shows because of who my dad is, and it's great exposure for myself. But I don't want to be riding in my dad's shadow. I eventually want to step out of that and be a big name myself. I want him to be walking in my shadow one day. So.
You want it to be Mick Hennessy Senior?
I want it to be, that's Michael Hennessy's dad, not, that's Mick Hennessy's son,
Good stuff. And just finally, 2020, is there sort of a scheduled plan that you and your dad have got in place, or?
Yes, I literally just spoke to him about this today. He said he wants me to have about 3 or 4 more fights, 6 rounders, then step up to 8 and 10, etc., and then hopefully fight for some sort of title, probably early 2021.
Okay, so an active year for you, and then big 2021 in terms of title. Sounds good. Michael Hennessy Jr., thank you for speaking to IFL TV, and when you're next out, I'm sure I'll catch up with you then.